Yo, what's going on, chat? I'm back with another video. This video is a weekly review. Um, I did actually miss the trade recap yesterday, or it might have been the past 2 days, honestly. But I was having like some technical difficulties with my Mac, but I got it figured out. So here I am. Figured I'd just do a weekly recap. So yeah, just gonna get right into it. I believe my first trade was Monday, so I'm gonna go back to Monday. I am a little bit sick as well, so I sound like an idiot. Oh, yeah, okay, here we are. So, Monday. Okay, well, I'm not trying to go to the high. Okay, I'll go to the hourly actually. But, so this was my trade on Monday. It was very textbook, uh, very obvious. And these are just the type of steps I wait for. I'm going to try to go to the hourly to see, so I can show you guys what I was dealing with on the hourly. But then I'll just go to the 1 minute. So what was over here? Okay, yeah. So on the hourly, we did sort of just inverse this gap, this hourly to the downside. So it was sort of bearish, but also not because this close had like no displacement, but we did still inverse it. So I was bearish. I wanted to see this low get hit, but then after actually I need to go to the 15 minute. Um, but then after I saw just the bullish momentum at 9:30 inversing all these gaps to the upside, I switched my bias to bullish, and we also had some low resistance liquidity. We had what London highs, Asia highs, and 1 a.m. It's not London highs, but we had Asia highs, LRLR, this really nice buy side I noticed, and we inversed all these gaps to the upside. Um, and on the 5 minute, same exact thing. We inversed all these gaps to the upside, and then so for my continuation model, this is one of those situations where I look for a continuation trade since we're obviously trending towards um, all-time highs over here. So I want to see a 5 or 15 minute fair value gap tap, which happened here. We tapped into this 5 minute gap, respected it instantly, got a clean 1 minute inverse out, targeting all-time highs. Um, but the thing that made this setup like pretty much 100% win rate for me were these equal highs right here. I don't even think I was gonna take this if these equal highs weren't there, because once I saw them, I actually started looking for how much I need to buy or whatever. But yeah, I should have taken this setup either way, but the equal highs made this setup like 100% win rate. Because do you know how strong equal highs this far apart are as a liquidity pool? Insanely strong. Like they are gonna get hit. So once I saw these equal highs, I said bet um, that I longed. I longed. Um, it wasn't no news. Actually, my stop was not there. My stop was swing low. And then I scaled. I scaled a little like here, I think. Then I like scaled the rest at all the highs. I'm pretty sure. I made about 1.2 R. I think it was a no news Monday, so I didn't want to hold everything. If it was a different day, I arguably would have held everything. But no news Monday, I usually end up getting like break evens after my trade runs a little, and then I journal that I should have scaled. So here I figured I'd listen to my journaling, and I scaled some a little early and then held the rest all time high. So yeah, I made about, I think it was like it was six or seven, six or 700 on my top step. Um, this trade, I might have put my top step in profit. Yeah, I think this is the trade that put my top step back in profit. No, this trade brought my top step like 600 in profit. Yeah, and then on my Apex, I also won maybe like 700, but I've been taking like really stupid, actually not even really stupid trades. I've just been taking a decent amount of losses on my Apex since I'm less strict on that. But yeah, my top step, that's the main account I care about, plus 700. So let me just go over the confluences one more time. Boom. Draw liquidity, equal highs. Low resistance liquidity over to the left, all-time highs. Look at all this, just look at all this generated liquidity. This looks so nice. And then we had 5 15-minute inverses to the upside. We retraced down, tapped the 5-minute gap, and then got a clean 1-minute inverse to long. So yeah, let's go to next day. I'm pretty sure every day this week was like tradable. Okay, I'm gonna not go to the high time frames because it takes up too much time. But Tuesday. Okay, so boom, here's Tuesday. Okay, I remember being really bullish. I think I wanted to see a long, like one right here, targeting these like triple equal highs, but we never got that. Um, yeah, this short was definitely the best play, but it never even hit take profit. There was SMT here, so I guess you could take a profit here, but realistically, if I was actually in this, I would have moved break even after we swept these lows and then gone break even. So, not really a winning trade. I did take this on my Apex because I really loved this like pattern, this price signature, and I loved the low resistance liquidity that we formed. So, and we dumped through this fair value gap, so I like this, but I did end up getting stop break even like here, unfortunately. Very unfortunate, but yeah, if the PA is this bad, I don't even want to be in the trade. And yeah, break even did save me from the loss because I just don't like like if the trade idea is right, we should just go straight to it. We shouldn't chop around and go back to my break even. So I'm happy with that break even. And then yeah, that was Tuesday pretty much. Not much happened. So let's go to Wednesday. Wednesday, I think I took a trade. I'm not even gonna hold you. Okay, so Wednesday, I saw people lose on this long. This is like the most pattern trade long ever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I was so bearish. It's not even funny on the hourly. Yeah. This is the day. This is the day that I'm mad that I didn't win on because how confident I was on the draw. So pretty much we inversed every single hourly gap to the downside with momentum. Inverse this. This is the last hourly gap. So after we inverse this gap, we should hit this low at least. And not only that, we inverse the 4 hour to the downside with this much momentum as well. So the next draw should be, dude, what is that, dude? So next draw should be this low. Like if this is, let's act like this is on a 1 minute time frame, then yeah, this would be my break even point right here. So we should hit this. And then I noticed that overnight session, we were literally just chilling, going up into premium in this hourly gap the whole time, respecting it. So I knew I literally knew that we'd just like dump to it in New York. Unfortunately, I don't think there was any like crazy entries though. So yeah, my bias was very obviously bearish, hourly gap inverse to downside, reacting off this hourly gap. Um, so yeah, let me go back down to 1 minute now. So yeah, 9:30 market opens right here. If there was any fair value gaps on this leg right here, I would have just entered here. Unfortunately, there wasn't, and we just dumped down. Dump down, boom. Not much really going on. And then here, we make some nice relative equal lows with this low right here, with this low over here. So we made some nice relative equal lows. And we still have this hourly low below it that we can target. So we go up. I'm not going to go to the 15-minute, but we tapped the 15-minute gap. I believe it was like right here exactly. Then right after we tapped the 15-minute gap, this is another textbook continuation model. Just 5 15-minute inverses to the downside, obvious draw liquidity. We have relative equal lows. We have London low, previous day low, whatever you want to call that. And then we retrace it to a 5 or 15-minute gap, which is the rule, and we just retrace the 15-minute gap. Then boom, dump through an obvious 1-minute gap. So this was my entry. I actually did take this here, and I actually ended up moving break even very quickly. I moved break even once we made this internal low, and then we swept it again, and then boom, then I got break even on this candle, I believe. So yeah, so pretty much I decided to move break even at this internal low because the price action after I entered sort of just started dropping, and I don't want to be in a trade if this is the type of price action, or else my break even would have just been this low. But yeah, we just started like going very slow as soon as I entered, and I didn't want to be in that type of trade, so I made break even quickly, got break even, and this actually would have been a break even trade if my stop loss was at the high. Yeah, so this is why I'm so annoyed. I took this on my Apex account too, and since I'm less strict on it, I held. I didn't be break even at all, but I put my stop loss like at this high right here. Got stopped by 0.1 ticks, and then it went to take profit. So that's why I'm very annoyed with my Apex. But I don't know why my stop loss was not just at the swing high. So it's a me error, but also just like kind of annoying. But yeah, it's completely by fault though. And then yeah, if I were to hold this trade all the way through, it actually would have worked. I don't know how people actually held through all this chop and like didn't move break even. Like all my mentors, like PB, well at least Patrick and Blake ended up losing on this day, but Patrick like held through all of this without even moving break even. Like I don't know why he did that, but yeah, that was the trade. Continuation model, react off 15-minute gap, 1 minute inverse down, target previous day low, relative equal low. So yeah, that was Wednesday. Let's go to the next day. Another potentially a day that we could have potentially caught a win, but it wasn't just A plus enough, so that's fine. Let's go to next session. Thursday. If I kept two out, a pick up at a B, battle try. Okay, so Thursday. Thursday was kind of weird because we inverse like this hourly to the downside, but there's like nothing else. Like to the downside, there's nothing else to like react off of. There's nothing else to target. There's nothing else to sweep really. So it's kind of weird. We're sort of just sort of in like a void space. I guess this is like an order block. I don't really use order blocks, but yeah, I guess that's like an order block. But yeah, so yeah, 9:30 open. We sort of just dumped down, tapped that hourly order block. I guess they got some bullish momentum. I was still bearish here. I saw a lot of people lose on this short, like Cold Trades and Jackonomics. About Jack got break even, Cold took a loss. I actually am not even gonna go over it because it's my Apex. I just don't even take seriously. But we did have a. This was a nice pattern trade long, completely a pattern trade for me, because like there's no hourly gap it's reacted off. There's no hourly liquidity sweep. I guess we did just have the 15-minute gap, which makes it good. Okay, yeah, I guess it low-key wasn't bad since we just have the 15-minute gap. But I was still bearish, so I did not take this, but it did look like a good pattern trade. And there's an unfold 15-minute above right here, so yeah, low-key wasn't a bad trade. but I decided to stay out. I didn't think it was obvious enough. My bias was still sort of bearish. And then I'm low key like sort of logged off here. Like I'm sort of not even paying attention what's going on here because like the high time frame's not that obvious. But then you guys will see in my if you watch my video, my last video, I think because it was a live trading video, you'll see as I saw that we started making trendline liquidity. Because Chad, you understand how many times I've seen this exact trade play out like while back testing. Like all the back testing videos I make actually like pay off because I see this um, happen so much in back testing, which is why I was so confident for it to happen. Once I saw us generating some low resistance liquidity, and then I noticed that we had an obvious where are we at? Where what am I looking at? Okay, bet. And then we had an obvious unfilled 15-minute gap that we're trailing to. So I already knew. I literally said I want to see us barely tap it, this 15-minute gap, then boom, get a bearish reaction, and then get a short targeting this unfilled 15-minute. Because this is a mech model trade, a short targeting unfilled 15 or unfilled 5-minute. Or it could be a long, I guess, but yeah. Where are we at? Right over here. And then that's exactly what happened. I saw a ton of people. I'm surprised. Like, even PB took this short. I'm surprised. Like, this trade was not good at all. We literally had people shorted here, but we literally had the unfold 15-minute that we didn't even tap yet. So this was reacting off air, so I'm confused why people actually took this short, but I didn't. I didn't even feel any FOMO. Because if it did tap the 15-minute gap, then that wouldn't have been like the trade that I repeatedly saw in back testing. So boom, we end up stopping the people in this short out, go up, tap the 15-minute gap, then look at this reaction. Right after we tap the 15-minute gap, we dump through this inverse. This was my entry. Stop loss was at the swing high. TP was here. And then we almost got chopped out, but we didn't. Then boom, dump through this inverse. Something that in the future I should do better is to scale in after we get this inverse right here because of how obvious it is we're going to sweep the sell side. So in the future, I should scale in more here and lower my stop a little. And yeah, just TP the bottom of the low resistance liquidity. But I didn't scale in. Actually, no, I scaled in like one, but like I should have scaled in more is what I'm trying to say. Because the textbook played like this doesn't happen that often, so I should take advantage of it and risk really heavy on it. But yeah, I made like 0.9 R if I'm being honest. So low key negative RR, but I'm fine with it because I would have been so mad if I held till this low and like it didn't get hit. Because my draw on liquidity is the unfilled 15-minute gap, which I'm pretty sure we hit like right here. So I even held past that a little bit. But the bottom of the LR was my TP. So yeah, Confluence's mech model swept all buy side, reacted off a 15-minute gap, clean 1-minute inverse, dumped through, targeting low resistance liquidity and an unfull 15-minute gap. So this trade was very textbook. If you want to see my live recording of it, I posted it 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I believe. So yeah. And then that was Thursday. I made $500 Thursday. So yeah. And then once again, my apex got screwed. Because I held till this low. I literally held till this low on my apex and got edged. So yeah, whatever. That's why my Top Step is my main account. I take Top Step most seriously. So okay, let's go to Friday. Friday was also pretty good, if I'm being honest. Friday, we had a textbook trade right here. We had an obvious draw of this data low. then we had a clean 2 minute inverse dumped through right here, targeting it. So this was, I'm pretty sure, the best trade of the day. And not even, but this was a potential play. It was at 925, so I just didn't really like it. But yeah, this was a decent play. Then also we have this 1 minute short right here is decent. I don't think I like it because like it's not that obvious. But the best play was probably this huge gap getting inversed because like this is just so obvious. We dumped through it, and then I actually did take this on Apex. My entry was like right here because we retraced up, and then we had some very nice trendline liquidity right here. Um, I probably would have taken this on my Top Step account if it was any day but Friday. Um, but yeah, I did take this on my Apex, and so this was like my original entry, right? And then once we like went like down here or something, I scaled in. I guess I scaled in like a good amount, so my entry then lowered to like right here. And then after we hit this swing low, we went up, tapped my new entry perfectly, so I got break even, and then we dumped down. So, uh, my Apex account was actually like, no, my Apex account is like what would normally happen to me on my main account, like a couple months ago. Like I just always get so unlucky on it, but it's not even unlucky at the same time. It's just sort of me being dumb too. But yeah, so no trades Friday. The only trades I did take were Monday. I caught that win. Wednesday I caught the break even, and then Thursday I caught the win. So yeah, two 0-1, or is it 2-1-0? 2 wins, one break even. But yeah, this is definitely the play of the day on Friday. This week was honestly really good. I'm definitely not expecting next week to be as good, but yeah, we'll see. Uh, so yeah, that was the weekly recap. I brought my Top Step account this month. I'm just gonna show it honestly. Hopefully I don't dox myself. Okay, no, good. So here, 73% win rate. Whatever. I think it's higher. I think I count one of my break evens as a loss. Yeah, I count this break even as a loss. But so pretty much I'm up 1870 this month. But last month I took one loss, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this was like a really bad trade. This is like when I was like, I like forgot how to read a chart for like these 2 weeks, so I took a stupid loss. But yeah, and then so this month I'm up 1878 so far. I brought my account back from 1200 in drawdown, I believe. Wait, was it? Yeah, it was like 1100 in drawdown. Yeah, it was 1100 in drawdown, and then now it is up 1276. So not a bad month at all. Um, if I never were to get myself in that drawdown, because like these two losses I took were like really stupid. So if I never would have went to that drawdown, I would be up way more. Like what, three point something K. But yeah, losses happen, so it's whatever. But but yeah, hopefully, knock on wood, we could get a payout within the next week or two. Um, I'm probably not gonna request unless it's more than a grand, if I'm being honest. So if my next trade's like not that big of a win, I'll probably trade again. But if my next trade is a full size win, then I'll just request a payout. So yeah. And my buys for next week, I'm still looking bearish because we're still technically in this like this where's that one tool at? I can't find it. But we're still technically in this market maker sell model, and it looks like the final sell side liquidity is this low right here, so I'd want to see this hit. Yeah, it looks like it should. Looks like we just want to like go up, maybe sweep this high. If we like don't react off this high, then we're probably gonna be bullish, but we should. And then looks like we're making some nice sell side on the hourly, so that's good. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be bearish for next week. Want to see this sell model complete, and yeah, if you made it to the end, comment, comment, NQ, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. Peace out.